the ashes of nostalgia and rebellion, Harley-Davidson is resurrecting one of its most iconic souls, the Crossbones. After more than a decade of silence, the 2026 Harley-Davidson Crossbones roars back into the world, blending the raw spirit of old-school choppers with modern muscle, technology, and attitude. This isn't just another retro remake. It's a rebellion reborn, refined for the modern age. Welcome to BikeBrand, where we ride through the future of two wheels. And today, we're diving deep into the dark, thrilling world of the 2026 Harley-Davidson Crossbones. A ghost from Harley's past. To understand the new Crossbones, you have to know its history. The original Softail Crossbones, introduced in 2008, was Harley-Davidson's tribute to post-war bobbers. It had Springer forks, a solo seat, and the kind of raw metal attitude that made it look like it rolled straight out of a 1940s garage. It was unapologetically vintage, mechanical, gritty, and packed with personality. But by 2011, the Crossbones was gone. Discontinued, buried by Harley's shift toward modern cruisers. Yet its legend lived on, whispered about among Harley purists who missed that rough and ready aesthetic. And now, after nearly 15 years, it's back, stronger, smarter, and meaner than ever. Design, old soul, new steel. The 2026 Crossbones doesn't try to hide its heritage, it celebrates it. Harley's design team took the DNA of the original Springer fork bobber and injected it with 21st century ferocity. Up front, the Springer-style front suspension makes a dramatic return, but it's been completely re-engineered with adaptive damping and lightweight forged aluminum components. The signature round headlamp sits low and aggressive, surrounded by a blacked-out housing. The handlebars rise slightly, giving it that perfect stance between a cruiser's chill and a fighter's readiness. The tank, narrow, sculpted and adorned with a modernized Harley skull emblem, channels that Gothic charm Harley fans crave. And the rear fender, short, clean, and unapologetic. Every inch of the Crossbones screams mechanical honesty, steel, not plastic. Even the frame has been redesigned, using Harley's latest lightweight steel architecture that reduces weight by nearly 20 kilograms compared to the last generation. The result? A bike that feels vintage but moves like a predator. Engine, Milwaukee muscle. Reforged underneath that rebellious exterior lies the beating heart of Harley's new revolution, the Milwaukee-Eight 121 VVT engine. This 1,983cc powerhouse has been tuned specifically for the Crossbones, delivering a staggering 131 horsepower and 163 Nm of torque. But it's not just about brute force, it's about feel. Harley engineers fine-tuned the engine mapping to mimic the old-school throttle response of carbureted Harleys. That means when you twist the throttle, you don't just accelerate. You feel the bike growl beneath you like a living, breathing beast. Variable valve timing, VVT, enhances mid-range torque while improving fuel efficiency. And the redesigned exhaust system. Dual blacked-out pipes with adjustable sound modes lets you switch between classic rumble and performance roar. This is Harley-Davidson engineering at its most emotional, a perfect balance between the brutality of tradition and the precision of innovation technology, vintage looks, modern soul. At first glance, you might think the Crossbones shuns technology. But look closer. Harley has cleverly hidden some of its most advanced systems beneath that old-school shell. A fully digital TFT display is seamlessly integrated into the tank, giving you navigation, Bluetooth, and ride mode control without breaking the vintage aesthetic. Ride-by-wire throttle, cornering ABS, traction control, and Harley's new dynamic stability assist come standard. The 2026 Crossbones also debuts Harley's Dark Link system, an optional AI-assisted riding mode that adapts to your riding style. It analyzes throttle, lean, and braking patterns, subtly tuning the engine response and suspension for your personal rhythm. And for the connected rider, the bike's companion app allows real-time tracking, anti-theft alerts, and remote diagnostics, all tucked beneath a classic tank badge, chassis and handling, born to brawl. The Crossbones isn't just about looking mean, it rides like it wants a fight. Harley's updated Softail Plus frame delivers stiffness and agility unseen in older bobbers. A new mid-mounted suspension geometry keeps the center of gravity low, enhancing cornering confidence. Front suspension travel has been increased, and rear shocks are now fully adjustable for preload and damping, giving riders control over both comfort and aggression. The 19-inch front and 16-inch rear wheels, wrapped in chunky Dunlop GT Road Command tires, bring classic stance and modern grip. Braking power comes from dual 320mm front discs with Brembo calipers and a 300mm rear disc, ensuring you can harness that Milwaukee-Eight fury without fear. Harley tested the Crossbones across diverse terrain, from desert highways to urban backstreets, and it's clear this isn't a poser's machine. It's built to be ridden hard, to shake the ground beneath it, and to make every corner feel cinematic. Customization, built for the outlaws. Harley knows the Crossbones isn't for everyone. It's for the ones who don't fit in. That's why the 2026 model is the most customizable Harley in years, straight from the factory. You can choose between 3 base themes: Iron Reaper, matte black, minimal chrome, blacked out forks and pipes, Crimson Dust, deep maroon metallic with hand-brushed tank art, Chrome Revival, a modern tribute to classic 1950s Harley polish. Beyond that, Harley's Dark Custom program lets you personalize almost everything: handlebars, pipes, seats, fenders, and even LED tail configurations. Riders can swap the stock single saddle for a bobber-style double seat, or go full old school with a solo spring-mounted perch. There's also a retro performance kit that includes a shortened exhaust, lowered suspension, and a remapped ECU, turning the Crossbones into a beast that looks vintage but performs like a street outlaw. Riding experience, the modern bobber's soul riding the 2026. Crossbones isn't about speed, it's about presence. It's about commanding attention at every stoplight, hearing that guttural V-twin bark echo between buildings, and feeling the pulse of the machine beneath you. At cruising speeds, the bike feels surprisingly refined. The VVT engine smooths out vibration, and the adaptive suspension soaks up rough roads. But open the throttle, and the Crossbones transforms into a storm. The torque slams you back, the front wheel flirts with liftoff, and the growl from those pipes reminds everyone why Harley-Davidson still owns the sound of rebellion. This is a motorcycle built for those who see the road not as a route, but as a ritual. Every ride feels like a declaration: I'm still wild, and I'm still free. Price and availability. Exclusive power. The 2026 Harley-Davidson Crossbones won't be mass-produced like the Street Glide or Fat Bob. It's a limited edition model, aimed at collectors and die-hard Harley loyalists. Production is rumored to be capped at 8,000 units globally, with each bike carrying a serialized plate. Pricing starts around $23,990 USD, with premium editions crossing $27,000. Pre-orders open in early 2026, with deliveries beginning mid-year. Harley-Davidson plans to offer exclusive Dark Rebirth events in select cities where buyers can customize and test their bikes before final assembly. Conclusion: the resurrection of attitude. The 2026 Harley-Davidson Crossbones isn't just a motorcycle, it's a movement. It bridges generations of riders, those who lived through the golden age of American iron, and those who crave authenticity in a world of digital polish. It's bold, brutal, and beautiful. A bike that doesn't apologize for its attitude. With the Crossbones, Harley-Davidson has reminded the world that rebellion never dies. It just evolves. So whether you ride for the legacy, the sound, or the sheer emotion of it all, the Crossbones stands ready, dark, powerful, and alive once again. This is the return of a legend. This is the 2026 Harley-Davidson Crossbones. And this is BikeBrand, where we live for the machines that refuse to be tamed.